Now we're going to look at our pattern. So it looks rather complicated, but it's actually quite simple. So with a cross stitch pattern, you'll see there are symbols. So the symbols down the bottom refer to the colours that are in your pattern. So you have this symbol here, which looks like a little searching magnifying glass. That one goes to DMC 310, and it will be labelled on your thread card as well. So you can see it on your thread card here that it is up here as that symbol there, and it matches on here, and then those symbols are on your pattern here as well. And then the other one is this 498 that matches to this symbol here and to this symbol here on the pattern. Now with regards to the symbols and how they go onto your fabric, so each symbol here matches one cross that you're going to make on your fabric. So you've got one symbol here, and that matches one square on your fabric. So if you look closely at your fabric, you'll see it's made up of a lot of squares. So each square on the chart matches a square on the fabric itself. So you would do this in this square here. So it's just one square to one square. And that's how you convert your pattern onto your fabric. We'll go over this a bit more in our actual cross stitching tutorial, but that is the basics of how it works. Now on your chart, you'll also see these numbers on the side. Those are just the number of stitches that you've come down from the top or from the side here. So there's 10 squares from the top here. These little arrows here just mark where the center of your pattern is. Often with fabric patterns, it's good to start in the center so that you can center your pattern on the fabric, so you make sure that if you center it on the fabric, you're not going to accidentally stitch too far to the left or right and then run out of fabric on one side. So you just follow the arrows to the center, and then that is where you would start stitching around about there. The other thing to note is with some of our patterns, those center marks will actually be red lines, so you can just use that the same way that the arrows will point you to the center. Those red lines will intersect in the center. With some of our kits, you'll also get a color version of your pattern. I find these actually harder to work with, but some people find them easier. So they're not included with all of our kits, and I recommend actually working with the black and white one to begin with, just because it's easier to mark off where you are starting and finishing.